Good day, everyone. I'm Crystal Cassandra Lim from BSIE 3A. So I will now be presenting Managing Change, a continuation of the chapter objectives, which is 14.6, practices to build support change, 14.7, which is the meaning and characteristics of OD, or the organizational development. So in building support for change, we have 8 points here. So first, we have the use of group forces. Effective change focuses on both individual and groups. Any changes in support in group forces will encourage changes in individual behavior. The more attractive the group is to each member, the greater its influence on a group member can be. If a member with high status supports the change in the influence will increase, and if the change disrupts the group's social system more than necessary, the group will tend to meet resistance. So group play a critical role in influencing individual behavior. When group dynamics support a proposed change, individuals within the group are more likely to adapt. So that is use of group forces. Next, we have providing a rationale for change. So, in this part, capable leaders reinforces a climate of psychological support for change. So, it is generally better to provide objective reasons for the change. Ordinary change requested should be in accord with the objective and vision of the organization. So, effective leadership is essential in guiding employees through change. Leaders must provide clear, objective reasons that aligns with organization goals, as per mentioned earlier. So, by believing that the change will work, the manager acts so as to fulfill that belief. This belief is transferred to employees who buy into the probability of success and change their behavior accordingly. So the third is participation. Participation is a fundamental way to build support for change. It is a fundamental way to build support change. Participation encourages commitment rather than mere compliance with change. As participation increases, resistance to change tends to decrease. Employees want to be involved and participate from beginning to protect themselves from changes and surprise. So, participation is one of the most powerful tools for reducing resistance to change. When employees are involved in the planning and implementation stages, they feel a sense of ownership and commitment rather than merely complying. As I've said earlier, this engagement not only minimizes surprise but also builds trust and morale, creating a smoother transition for everyone involved. Next, we have shared rewards. Another way to build employee support for the change is to make sure that there are enough rewards for them in the change situation. Rewards give employees a sense that progress accompanies a change and also tell them that we care about them and want them as well as us benefit from this change. Also, it is desirable for a change to pay off as directly and as soon as possible. Rewards are important motivator during times of changes. When employees see tangible benefits from their efforts, syempre, they are more likely to support and sustain the initiative. Next, we have employee security. So, along with shared rewards, syempre, existing employee benefits needs to be protected, and that's why security during a change is very important. For this reason, many employers guarantee workers' protection from reduced earnings when new technology and methods are introduced, or some offer retaining and delay installation of labor-saving equipment. So, change can often create uncertainty, syempre, which is why ensuring employee security is essential. Organizations can alleviate fears by protecting benefits, offering retaining programs, or delaying the implementation of disruptive technologies. When employees feel secure in their role, they are more likely to approach change with a positive attitude, seeing it as an opportunity rather than a threat. So next is communication and education. Communication is essential in going support for change. When a change occurs, all of the group members should informed even if it affects only a few of them. Communication is important. Since the flow information may be weakest at the time it is needed most, special effort is required to maintain it in times of change. Clear and consistent communication is crucial during this period of change. All members of the organization needs to be informed even if the change only directly affects certain individuals. Providing timely updates minimizes understanding and build trust. Additionally, educating employees about the change helps them understand its purpose, reducing uncertainty and resistance. Next, we have stimulating employee readiness. So, change is more likely to be accepted if the people affected by it recognize a need for it before it occurs. This awareness can happen both naturally or it can be induced by management. One of the more powerful ways is when workers discover for themselves that a situation requires improvement. No, the employees need to understand why it needs to have changes. So, another key factor is managing change is creating awareness, syempre, of the need for it. Employees are more likely to accept, again, as I've said earlier, change when they recognize its necessity before it occurs. This will allow them to understand the situation. Next, we have working with the total systems. So, resistance to change can be reduced by a broader understanding of employee attitudes and natural reaction to change. It is essential for the managers to take a broader system-oriented perspective on change to identify the complex relationship involved. Organization development can be a useful method for achieving this objective. So, managing change effectively requires a system-oriented approach. By understanding the interconnectedness of different parts of the organization, managers can identify potential resistance and addresses it proactively. Organization development is an excellent method for adopting this holistic perspective, ensuring all aspects of the organization work together to achieve the desired outcomes. And I will be discussing more of the OD or organizational development. So next we have understanding OD or organization development. I've been saying it organizational, but it's organization development. Okay? Organization development or OD is the systematic application of behavioral science knowledge at various levels, group, intergroup, and total organization to bring about planned change. Its objective includes a higher quality of work life, productivity, adaptability, and effectiveness. It seeks to use behavioral knowledge to change beliefs, attitude, values, strategies, structures, and practices so the organization can better adapt to competitive actions, technological advances, and the fast pace of other changes environment. So, these are the foundation of organization development. First, we have system orientation. Change is so abundant in modern society that organizations need all their parts working together to solve the problem that are brought about by change. So, next we have understanding causality. One contribution of the system orientation is to help managers views their organizational process in terms of a model with three types of variables, which is causal, intervening, and end result variables. Assumptions. Next, assumptions underlying organization development. OD practitioners make a set of assumptions that guide their actions. OD focuses on changing beliefs, attitudes, and values to align with the challenge of technological advance and competitive environment. So, common organization development assumptions are as follows. First, we have individuals. Second, we have groups. Third, we have organizations. So, individuals are people want to grow and mature. Employees have much to offer that is not now being used at work. Next, group and teams are critical to organizational success. Groups has a powerful influence on individual behavior. Another is organization. Excessive controls, policies, and rules are detrimental. Conflicts can be functional if the property is channeled. Individual and organizational goals can be compatible. Okay, let's have next the characteristics of OD, or the key characteristics of organization development. We have first the humanistic values, which are positive beliefs about the potential and desired for growth among employees, and to be effective and self-renewing. An organization needs employees who tend to expand and improve their skills. This emphasizes employee growth, maturity, and contribution. So next we have use of a change agent. OD programs generally use one or more of them, whose role is to stimulate, facilitate, and coordinate change. They can be either internal or external, but they are always outsider. The advantage is using external change agents are that they are more objective and have diverse expertise. So these facilitators guide and coordinate the change process, bringing objectivity and expertise. Another and the last one is we have problem solving. So OD emphasizes the process of problem solving by studying their own problem solving process through action research. Employees learn how to learn from their experiences so that they can solve their problem in the future and on their own. Through action research, employees learn to analyze and resolve problems, creating a culture of continuous improvement. Okay, interventions at many levels. The general goal of organization development, or the OD, is to build more effective organization. Ones that will continue to learn, adapt, and improve. Learn, adapt, and improve. OD accomplishes this goal by recognizing that problems may occur at the individual, interpersonal, group, intergroup, or total organizational level. An overall OD strategy is then developed with one or more interventions which are structured activities designed to help individuals or groups improve their work effectiveness. These interventions are often classified by their emphasis on individuals, such as career planning, or groups, such as team building. Another way to view interventions is to look at whether they focus on what people are doing, such as clarifying and changing their job task, or on how they are doing it, improving the interpersonal process that occurs. So this ongoing process ensures sustainable benefits such as increased productivity, higher job satisfaction, and reduced turnover. So next we have the OD process. It is a complex process. Design and implementation may take a year or more, and the process may continue indefinitely. OD tries to move the organization from where it is now, requiring diagnosis, to where it shows by action interventions. Even then, the process continues since evaluating the outcome and maintaining the momentum desired. OD interventions, OD process, when OD is used effectively to manage major change processes, it produces wide range of potential benefits. First, we have increased quality and productivity, higher job satisfaction and teamwork, and reduced absenteeism and turnover, and smoother relationship means less conflict. So we have first diagnosis, second data collection, third is data feedback, and fourth is action planning. Fifth, we have OD intervention, and lastly, evaluation and follow-up. So first, we have diagnosis. The first step in the OD process is identifying the organization's current challenges or opportunities for improvement. Diagnosis involves analyzing the organization's structure, processes, and relationship to determine what needs to change and why. Next, we have data collection. In this step, detailed data is collected to deepen the understanding of the diagnosed issues. Tools such as surveys, interviews, observations, and focus groups are commonly used. The goal is to gather enough information to identify patterns and root causes. Third, we have data feedback. After collecting the data, it is analyzed and shared with the relevant stakeholders. This step ensures transparency and creates a shared understanding of the issues. Employees and management reviews the findings, which foster alignment on the need for change. Fourth, we have action planning. So based on the feedback, a strategic plan is developed to address the identified problems. This includes setting objectives, defining strategies, selecting interventions, and allocating resources. Action planning provides a clear roadmap for implementing change. And fifth, we have OD intervention. This step involves executing the planned changes through interventions such as team buildings, activities, training programs, process redesign, or structural adjustments. The interventions aim to address the identified issues and improve the organization performance. And lastly, we have evaluation and follow-up. Once the interventions are implemented, their effectiveness is assessed through evaluation. This involves comparing the outcomes against the goals set during action planning. Follow-up activities ensures that any issues identified during evaluation are addressed and changes are sustained. So the OD process is cyclical. Insight gains from evaluation and follow-up feedback into the next round of diagnosis and action planning. This ensures that the organization continuously adapts and improves over time. So in summary, change is everywhere and its pace is increasing. The work environment is filled with change that often upsets the social system and requires employees to adjust. Change is scary, but change is a must. When they do, employees respond with their emotions as well as rational reasoning. Change has cost as well as benefits, and both must be considered to determine net effects. Employees tend to resist change because of its costs, including its psychic costs. Our resistance to change can stem from change process itself, the way it was introduced, or um, the perception inequitable impact. Further, it can be logical, psychological, or sociological. Transformational leadership can be instrumental in bringing about effective changes. Leaders need to create and share a vision, inspire followers through their charisma, and encourage them to become double loop learners so future changes will be even more successful. Managers are encouraged to apply a systematic change procedures spanning and freezing change and rephrasing activities. Managers can reduce resistance and achieve a new equilibrium of influencing the supporting and restraining forces of change or for change. Time is always required for the potential benefits of change to occur. A wide range of activities to support change can be used, such as participation, shared rewards, and adequate communication. In addition, organization development, the systematic application of behavioral science knowledge at various levels to bring about planned change in the whole organization is effective. OD is effective. The OD process can cover the step of diagnosis, data collection, feedback, and confrontation, action planning, and problem solving, use of interventions, and evaluating and follow up. Although OD has limitations, yes, it is excellent practice for introducing change, making improvement, and stimulating organization learning. So that is all, and thank you.